Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm here to give you guys my review of the latest Boruto chapter 58 if I remember correctly. Now, a few things did happen in this chapter. Well, actually, there's two things that's going on. One is a conversation between Naruto and his son Boruto, and the second thing is the training that's happening with Team 7. So let's go ahead and start with the conversation between Naruto and Boruto. Now, this conversation has to do with the medicine that Naruto got from Amado in the previous chapter, the pills that he said that were supposed to be, I think if I remember correctly, they were supposed to do something to where they were supposed to regress the power of an Otsutsuki. I don't know, I don't remember. But he basically gave it to Boruto in order to halt the progress of the Otsutsufication that's happening in order to stop Momoshiki from taking over Boruto's body. But Naruto does make it clear that this isn't going to stop him from taking over, it's just going to slow it down. And worst case scenario, he could die. And he also was told, remember, don't let your wife or your daughter take these pills because they possess the Byakugan and there's no telling what it could do for them, okay? So just make sure that doesn't happen. And Boruto just immediately takes the pills like it's nothing. And Naruto is like there's a scene where he slams the table and gets up and is like, it's one of those gag moments that you usually see in in the Naruto manga. They basically tried to do it here, and it's been a while since we've seen one of them. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie, it did kind of put a smile on my face to see that. It kind of reminded me of those moments. But yeah, he was shocked that Boruto just took one like it was nothing. And Boruto told him like, no, listen, I already made up my mind a long time ago. I already know the risks, and if taking these pills that have a side effect that could kill me, if that's what it takes in order to stop this, if that's what it takes in order to protect the village and its people, especially you, mom, and Himawari, at least I'm assuming that's what he means, then yes, I'm willing to do it. And I'm not gonna lie, I do like this side of Boruto. I like the fact that he's taking on more of the soul of a shinobi, someone who's willing to do whatever it takes to protect those that are closest to them. I do like that. So cutting to the training, we finally get to see some training. We don't get to see much of it, but we do get to see some training from the newer generation. And what they're training in is basic chakra control, which, if you think about it, is pretty important because it was revealed that Boruto, whenever he runs out of chakra, that basically makes it easier for Momoshiki to take over. So Boruto training in chakra control could help stop that from happening. So that I thought was pretty damn good. But Kawaki, of course, isn't having it. He isn't really vibing or gelling, I guess you could say, with this level of training because he says specifically in this chapter that from such a young age, when Jigen took him in, or when I guess Ishiki took him in, he's been basically beating into him this type of training that involves these fights to the death and these basically bringing out the human body's instincts of survival, doing whatever it takes to survive, and using that to help yourself get stronger. Or at least he says, that was just that's how he's used to training. And this whole sitting around mastering the basics is fine, but he thinks it's not going to be enough to get them to where get them to the point where they're strong enough to take on someone like Code. And we do get more confirmation of this chapter that, yeah, they're nowhere near strong enough to take on like someone like Code. I mean, Code is being hyped up as being someone who was stronger than Jigen. Now, granted, they never specify which version of Jigen because, like I said, there are multiple different versions of Jigen. There's base Jigen, there's Jigen with the Ten Tails Chakra absorbed, and then there's Jigen with the Ten Tails Chakra and Karma awakened, and then there's Ishiki Otsutsuki. Now, Naruto and Sasuke at their best were able to fight Jigen even with the Ten Tails Chakra absorbed. It wasn't until Jigen activated the Karma mark and started drawing on Ishiki's power that he started to overwhelm them. So just remember that there's a big difference. So Naruto and Sasuke, they've been depowered, but they're still powerful. But there is a chance they're still on the level of Jigen, or so I guess again once they clarify exactly which version of Jigen that Code is stronger than, then we can start to see whether or not Naruto and Sasuke could maybe fight someone like Code. But then again, they never clarify that, so we'll have to wait and see. But Kawaki says that as we are right now, we can't take on someone like Code. That's clear enough. That's easy. That's easy to discern. So he basically starts fighting them with the intent to kill. And he says, this is how I'm used to training. And he attacks Mitsuki and then starts attacking Sarada, and then Sarada fights back, and then he basically sneaks up behind her, and it looks like he's about to kill her. But Boruto steps in the way and blocks his attack, and says, "Sorry if you can hear that." And he says, wait a minute, hold on. Like, whoa, take it easy, okay?" And Kawaki says, "What? We're just sparring." And then Boruto says, "All right, look, how about this? You and I will fight, and whoever wins, basically will do their training the way they wanted to." And that's when the fight starts. And the fight begins, and it's a relatively short fight. It's not that long, but the way it ends is very, very interesting. And this was the most interesting part of the chapter, because it started to make me think about some things. So the ending of the fight goes is that Boruto fires off these blasts at him, and basically fires off these blasts at him, but Boruto absorbs them with the karma. And then Boruto fires off that whole lightning jutsu, whose name I'm kind of blanking out on. But Kawaki goes to try and absorb it, but then he remembers, oh shit, I don't have the karma mark anymore, and it hits him, and he gets knocked back, and then Boruto is declared the winner of the fight. And then Kawaki makes a note of, I got so used to fighting with karma, I'm reacting on instinct at this point. Like, I need to basically get used to fighting without having the karma in my possession anymore. Like, I don't have that in my arsenal. Just like how Naruto doesn't have the Kyuubi anymore and Sasuke doesn't have the Rinnegan anymore, at least for now. Because, and actually on that note, it's very, very interesting, because for the past few chapters, I think for the last 3 chapters, including this one, we haven't seen Sasuke at all. Like, we have not seen what's happened with him. All we know is that Amado had a conversation with him. We don't know what the hell is going on with him. We don't know what he's doing. We don't know where he is. We don't know nothing on him. We don't know nothing about him. And I find that very, very interesting. And I think I talked about this in one of my previous reviews, where I talked about how, excuse me, I talked about how it's possible that Kishimoto is saving him because he has plans for him. Anyway, that's just my speculation when it comes to that. Anyway, moving forward, Kawaki says something near the end of this chapter that I thought was very, very interesting. He says to himself, how am I supposed to protect Lord Seventh the way I am now? And when he said this, and then later on at the very ending of the chapter, Kawaki says, I'm going to get stronger no matter what it takes. And one thing that we have been wondering ever since Kawaki lost the karma mark, and interesting enough, the picture's gone, never mind. But you saw in that picture, in the future, in the flash forward, Kawaki still has his karma mark. But what's interesting is that we know he doesn't have the karma now. So we're asking, wait, so does this mean he gets the karma again? And it's possible, well, we know he gets it again, but we don't know how. But the motivations for him getting the karma mark could be different than what we originally thought. We originally thought that maybe someone implanted the karma back on him, but what if that's not what happened? What if Kawaki puts the karma mark again because, like he said, he wants to get stronger no matter what? No matter what. So he's basically the same as Sasuke was at the end of part 1, where he said he wanted to get strength no matter what in order to achieve his goal. And we know that Kawaki's goal now is to protect Lord Seventh no matter what. Now, when he said that, I again thought to the flash forward where he said to Boruto, I'm going to send you where I sent the Seventh. And then Boruto before that said, asked him to think he would go this far. And what if we had it all wrong from the beginning? We thought that, Kawaki was supposed to be the villain, but what if that's not the case? What if Kawaki sent Naruto somewhere in order to keep him safe? Again, what if he was willing to take steps that are considered too far in order to protect Naruto, and by extension he wants to protect Boruto because Boruto is important to Naruto? That's why he said, I'm going to send you where I sent the Seventh. Maybe at that point Code is hunting down Naruto, and in order to keep him safe, he took him somewhere against his will, probably using the karma mark's ability to, open those rifts or whatever, the portals to other dimensions. And I don't know, that's just my theory. I could be 100% wrong. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, that's just my review or my thoughts on the latest chapter of the Boruto manga. I thought it was okay. Again, not much happened, but except for that last part where once we got into Kawaki's mind a little bit, I thought it was very, very interesting. Anyway, that's all I have to say, guys. Let me know your thoughts about the recent chapter in the comment section down below. Remember to like the video, share the video, and of course subscribe if you haven't. And remember to click on the bell icon to let you know whenever a new review, especially the review of the next chapter, comes up on my channel. That's all I have, guys. Thank you so much again. Remember to stay safe and take care of yourselves, and please join me for the next video. Bye for now.